you're being sucked in a system, you know, in your own success.
Yeah.
And then you don't do what made you love it in the first place.
I can see. Hallöchen, Mona hier, heute in ein bisschen ungewohnter Umgebung. Wir sind quasi sowas wie beim großen Bruder, beim coolen großen Bruder im coolen Jugendzimmer. Wir dürfen nämlich heute in den Studios quasi, bei den Studios von Late Night Berlin drehen. Und ich bin nicht alleine, sondern der Grund, warum wir das dürfen, ist David Guetta. Hi, nice to have you. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
Good. The first time in person. This is, I think, my second or third interview in person because we all had the other interviews on Zoom, and it's so refreshing that we do have it in person.
Yes, it's nice to meet real people, right?
Yes, it is real. Like, are you even real? I mean, I can't touch you, but you're real.
Yeah, today I did the TV show, and it was so amazing because there was like a real crowd.
Wow.
Wow, I haven't seen a real crowd that screams and claps for such a long time.
How was that feeling? I mean, you totally must missed on it on, I don't know, 6 months right now.
I miss it so much, yes.
And I mean, it's kind of, for an artist, I mean, it's what you live for right now, the clapping and the crowd afterwards. So were you really like soaking it all in?
You know, I'm more like, okay, I'm gonna make the best out of it, you know, study more music, work on production, you know, react positive, you know, like enjoy my family. Good. But now, okay, I did it.
Yeah, but now back to normal. Yes. So, as all of us, you were quarantining too. How was that, and how did you cope maybe with all that not being on tour, not having the crowd, not having the claps and everything?
Well, I was telling you, you know, actually at the beginning it was nice because, you know, I made a lot of music. You know, I texted Sia and we made that record, Let's Love, online. That was really, really exciting. I worked on a lot of new music. So really every day I was having songwriting sessions on Zoom every day. And it was like super, super interesting to work like this. I really loved it, actually. And yeah, and now I'm like, okay, I miss, because you know, the thing is, I made a lot of records, but I love to, the thing I love the most in my life is to play a record I made for the first time and see the reaction of the people. Okay. And now I don't get to do that.
Yes.
You know, it's just a lot of records, but they stay in my computer.
Yeah, I see. How do you do it now? Do you send it to your family or even?
Yeah, I play it to my kids. My kids are my A&R. They're like, nah, this sucks. I swear.
This won't go for radio. This is.
I listen to them. I listen to them so much, really, huh?
I love that. What did they say about Let's Love?
So first they didn't like it.
Okay.
And then they were like, oh.
But a critical crowd.
It works actually. It's really growing on us, and now we like it. Yes.
And they were totally right. I mean, it's your next big hit. Wow. Yeah. So congratulations to your kids for picking this record for your next single. You said that you were catching up on some family time. I think it was the first time that you were on holiday, kind of, summer vacation with your kids.
Well, it happened to me in the past during the winter, but during the summertime, you know, this is the heavy festival season.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm always touring. So for the first time, I went on holidays with my kids, and for the first time, instead of taking them where I am, I went where they go on holidays with their kids, with their friends, you know. So it was me and a bunch of teenagers. It was so much fun. I loved it. I loved it. No, really, I loved it.
Sounds like a lot of fun. So do you go back to normal? Do you think that you go back to normal, or that you will, I don't know, think over the one and another thing like that? You do something different.
I realize how important it is for me to make music, but not in a professional way, you know, like my normal life. Okay, between 2 shows, I have 2 days at the studio and I put this in the schedule. But the fact that I will have time, okay, every day I wake up, I'm just gonna spend 1 hour on the piano, then I'm gonna go on my laptop and work on production. This is a completely different approach, you know, to be creative, to find new ideas, new sound, because I have time.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and this made me so happy. And I really decided that even when things are going to reopen, I need this one time of the year that I have 2 or 3 months just to focus on my music in a more experimental way, the way I was doing when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
That, you know, you're not looking for a hit, you're just looking to have fun.
Yeah.
And this is when comes the good ideas.
Yeah.
When you become successful, you don't have any more time to do what you're supposed to do in the first place, because you have the touring, you have the interviews, the promotion, a meeting with the social media people, meeting with the
labels,
marketing, you know, and at the end of the day, you just don't make music anymore. It's just crazy, I swear. And I think, you know, like, people don't realize this, but this is something that happens so much with so many different artists. You're being sucked in a system, you know, in your own success. Yeah. And then you don't do what made you love it in the first place.
I can see. Okay, wow. This is crazy. Do you take something away from that for the future? You just said that you take your time, but do you kind of, will your new music be more experimental or something like that? Do you
it's not about making experimental music. It's, you know, production is always about finding a new sound, a new approach, or combining styles that haven't been combined before. And yeah, for example, Let's Love. I've never done that 80s kind of music, but of course, because I've never done it, it's going to take me more time.
Yeah, sure.
It took me like 2 months to be able to put this together, because it's not a style that I'm familiar with. So, you know, I had to research, go on Google, like what type of synths were they using in the 80s, you know, all these things. So, you know, this is very much time consuming, but if I was in my normal life and, you know, they would tell me, okay, we have a show in Vegas, so you have 2 days in LA, we book you a studio session. I don't have time to research all of this. I'm just going to do what I know how to do. So that's what I mean by just trying to find a new approach, something more exciting. And I love it.
And we can't wait for it. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Thank you.